Hello, bestie. How are you? I just realized how creepy it was because I literally waited for the countdown on my phone to start, and I was like, straight face, and then like into the smile, the crazy smile too. I call that like my puppy smile because my um my brother, his dog, he has a Bernese Mountain Dog, um, and like if you know the breed, they like smile and like it's like when he sees you and he's so happy, he's like crazy. So I do the smile back to him. I did the crazy smile for all of you. Hello. Hello, bestie. It is me, Sue Coco, your bestie, but also I'm feel like I'm serving your lesbian aunt, who's the CEO of Ford. And let me get, let that be a confirmation for whoever who needs that there is a need for more play in your life. I love putting together weird little outfits and like cute little whatever. Like I bought a bunch of just like random costume jewelry from like Timu just to like throw on some stuff because it's like you need more play in your life. We don't get old or we don't stop playing because we get old. We get old because we stop playing. So let that be a little bit of a message for whoever needs to hear it out there. Let the confirmations be confirming. Let's call in the spirits of light because I had gotten a bunch of downloads I need to share with the collective. All right. With that, we invite the spirits of light, the angels, the deities, all that serve the light, and implore us to follow our light and bring the vibration higher. All right. With that being said, I was getting a bunch of downloads. And usually, honestly, like, I don't know what it is, but when I'm like in the shower getting ready for like recording or doing whatever, it just might just be like the white noise of the shower and whatever. But literally so many messages were coming through, and there's this energy that I was getting, and I knew this song was playing in my head. I was getting two songs. So one of them was Sweet Nothing. It's Calvin Harris featuring Florence and the Machine, I guess, or Florence Welch from Florence and the Machine. Yeah, these are all right side up, upside down. Okay, so I'm gonna be reading these crazy because I have the vice versa deck, but I'm gonna use these for like confirmations. Anyways, so I was getting Sweet Nothing, and then also right before I started doing this reading, I was hearing Boulevard of Broken Dreams. Uh, that one takes you back. That one's like my high school. Ooh, girl, put on my MP3 player, walking to school. But anyways, there's an energy coming forward. I was feeling like intensity, and it almost like, how can I say this? Like there's like an anger, but this might be you, or it could be like your spirit collective. There is an energy of like being so fired up right now, and it's like what I felt was in your time of need and crisis, there were certain pardon me, there were certain individuals that were giving you sweet nothing, that they were literally almost like mocking you, and you needed help, and they were in a position to help you, and they were like, I don't know. And you are about, like, honestly, the way that I see it is you're entering a phase right now where, you, there's a golden light about to radiate out from you, and I want that to resonate with whoever's watching. So if this resonates with you, it's like you have been working on something. It could be whatever. But finally, it's almost as if the pieces are falling into place and aligning. And for the collective, play is a very, very big confirmation for you. The more you feel like you're in your vibration is higher, and the more you're in a state of like being authentically yourself and in a state of play and curious and asking questions and being playful, whatever that could be for you, this energy of almost like childlike energy, I just am kind of going back to like what would resonate for me, but that curiosity, the play, the going out there, and you know what I mean, that wanting to explore the world and see everything with childlike eyes, whatever that means for you, that is coming in strongly. But then there's like a maturity, and I literally see it's like you're standing there, and it's like, baby, the wind machine is glowing, and there is like golden light radiating out from you, and people are coming to you and they're like, you know the story of the golden goose? It's like there was a farmer who had a goose that laid golden eggs, and then why is it always the farmer's wife that has these diabolical ideas where it's like every day they were given a golden egg, and then the wife was greedy and she was like, we should cut the goose open and get all the eggs. So they cut the goose open and there's no eggs because maybe it was like, that's not how goose works. Goose science. But that's the energy of these people are coming to you wanting to be like, you're radiating gold, we want our share. And it's like, you need to give them back the sweet nothing they gave you. You're entering that season right now, and it's like nobody has seen the turbulence that you have had to undergo, and the I just see a storm. There's one image coming to mind right now. There's a scene. I was talking to somebody about the Disney movie Moana. Watch Moana again if you haven't seen it in a while. But there's a scene where it was like there was somebody I was talking to that didn't understand. Like I don't know. Moana is like such a spiritually connected movie for me because it's like Polynesian culture, and like baby, I'm an islander too. Like anyways, moving along. But there's a scene where Moana is, if you haven't seen the movie, if you have seen it, refresher, where Moana needs to go find Maui. And she's like to the ocean, who's like her companion. She's asking like, ocean, help me, send me to Maui. And then a huge storm hits and she crash lands on the beach where Maui is. And the person that I was talking to was like, oh, in Moana, she has no agency. She doesn't do anything. It's just like she's taken from place to place. And I'm like, you missed the whole damn point. Because Moana asked her companion, the ocean, for help. And what did the ocean do? It wasn't like a third force came in and made a storm. The ocean riled itself up into a huge storm that almost drowned and killed Moana to get her to where she needed to go, because Maui was so damn far away. I'm getting so fired up right now, but I need this energy. It's like, this is the energy that's coming forward, that it's like so fired up. And it's like, there has been something that has triggered me a little. There have been people leaving comments and they're like, I call no offense. Like, if you're one of these people, I don't know what to tell you. There's if these messages don't resonate with you, and if it's like, okay, great, when's my time, honey, like, I don't know what to tell you. It's like, if you're sitting there and boo-hooing that like, oh, everything's going wrong and nothing is going right, I don't know what to tell you. Like, maybe that's the reason why everything is going wrong and nothing's going right. Because when you want to sit and wallow and be like, oh my god, my life is so miserable, and it's like the ocean is literally creating this huge storm, you are undergoing the storm in your life to move you to the destination. And I feel the collective that I'm speaking to is, you can see like the fingerprints of God, that all of these tumultuous moments that have been in your life, that have been like tower moments, they were to move you in the right direction. And it's almost as if, like, this is the image I got, and I was like laughing in the shower thinking about it, where it's like God is like in heaven sitting on a cloud, and you're like, oh God, I need my life to be better, and it's like you're just sitting on your butt and like you're sitting and crying. This is, I'm not talking to the collector, I'm talking to specifically the people who are like in wallowing in their sadness and like, I can't, like, oh I'm a victim of my own life. Where it's like, they're just sitting and crying, and then like God sends a thunderbolt and like hits them on the butt, and they're like, oh my god, I got hit by lightning on my butt. And like they're crying about that rather than like God sent the thunderbolt and hit you in the butt to get you up and moving, because you know what I mean? You gotta get out of like wherever you are and move. And it's like, what else do I need you to do to move? And that's the whole message of like the Moana storm, where it's like the storm is what got you to where you needed to go. And it's like everything is happening for you. It's not happening to you. If you're in a stage of your life right now where everything is uncomfortable and you're miserable and you hate everything, you are the caterpillar in the cocoon and your walls are closing in. And this is the time you either will die or you're going to break out of your cocoon and become a butterfly. That is what this moment in your life is. And it's like, if you want a knight in shining armor to come in and rescue you, honey, I don't know what to tell you. There's a joke. Because you know me, you're on my channel, we love stories here, so there's a joke. And it's like, there was a great flood about to happen, and it was all over the news. And there was a very faithful person, and they saw it on the news, and they said, you know what? This storm is coming, it's going to hit my house, but I have faith that God will save me. And then, like an hour later, the police knocked on the door, and they went knock, 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 and they said, the guy opened the door, and the police were like, hey, there's a huge storm coming, you need to evacuate. And the man said, I have faith in God. And then the water started to rise, and suddenly somebody on a boat came, and they yelled through the man's window. They said, get in the boat, the flood's here, you're going to drown. And he said, I have faith in God, God will save me from the storm. And then finally the flood waters rose even higher, and the man was sitting on his roof, and a helicopter flew by, and they said to the man, get in the helicopter, you're gonna drown, we're here to save you. And the man said, no, I have faith, God will save me. And then the flood waters rose, and the man drowned and died, and when he went to heaven, he saw God, and he said to God, God, why didn't you save me? And then God looks at him like, I'm not saying I'm God, but God looked at him and he said, what are you talking about? I sent the news report. I sent the police. I sent the boat, and I sent the helicopter. By that point, if you didn't get the message, what am I to do? And that is it. That's the energy you need to hear. That's the energy. There's a lot of like rage and fire coming down from that. But let's jump right into this. Let's break all the karmic cycles. And let me, move with accuracy. I'm probably going to start by pulling. Okay. We're going to go 3 cards. And this is going to be previous energy coming in. All right. So we do have the Knight. Are you the Knight? Yeah. We have the Knight of Pentacles at night. So there's an energy here of what you've been working on in the past. Oh my gosh, okay. Okay. There's been a lot of work you've been doing in the darkness and the shadow. So this does connect to like you glowing with radiant light, with glowing golden light. And very much so, you have been in a time and a place of cultivating skills in the darkness. And this is very pertinent to what's coming in for you right now. So what it is you've been working on, it's like been a slow burn, a slow build. You've been cultivating your skills. It's something you could have been spending a lot of time thinking about, but like working in the shadows, and you've been pouring into it. And there's the energy here of you almost saying no. There's an energy here of you, like, when it comes to like celebration or other people like almost like inviting you out and hey, let's go out drinking, there is an energy of you saying, okay, no, I'm gonna bank that for later. Like, I have something very important to do right now, and you're almost like filling your storehouse because you know what's coming in is going to be so much bigger, is going to be so much, like, there's going to be celebration to come, and you felt it, and you've known it. And it's like, this is not something you share with other people because you feel like it's going to be seen as crazy. And there's this energy of like you not being in a safe time or a safe area, a safe space, to be able to share this with the people that are with you right now. They don't necessarily feel like they would understand where you're coming from. It's like, either they're people who would like tear you down, mock you, make fun of you, or they would be the type of people that just like wouldn't get it or wouldn't click with it spiritually, where it's like, for me, like the way I would recognize this is like I do a lot of like channeling with like deities and like spirits of the light, right? And then if I were to say that to some people, they'd be like, oh, that's the devil. Those are demonic entities. And I'm like, I know they're not demons, honey, right? But that's what they're dealing with. That is their scope of like their vision that they're trying to paint your experience with. So they, again, with that energy of like, I will conquer, I will achieve. And then, like they're going to be like, oh, who do you think you are? You got to share with us because what? You were there during the hard times, but you didn't do anything for me while I was in those hard times. And I'm really picking up on this energy of you're like a peacekeeper. You're somebody who just wants to like be left alone in a sense, but also like you understand like what's the point in fighting when it's like you've spent a lot of time investing back into yourself and like pouring back into yourself. And there's this energy of like working at night, whatever that may mean for you. It's like spiritual night. There's been a lot of work you've been doing, shadow work, working on yourself, pouring in yourself, and you've honestly been in almost like preparation. Like you can feel the good times are coming, and now it's like there's this energy of like it's almost time. Like the all the work that you've been doing, it could be internal work as well. The preparation, I'm feeling like social media. I'm feeling like business, right? That work that you've been doing, finally, it's like gonna be coming to like bloom. But what is the unseen in here right now? So the unseen and the, okay, there we go. Perfect. So we're getting the king, yeah, the king of swords as the outcome. And so the ace of swords upside down. So, okay, there's an energy right now of you focusing on like protecting your own kingdom and leaving like the extra, like the, you know what I mean? Like I was saying about like God hitting you in the butt with a lightning bolt, or like the Moana storm kind of analogy. It's kind of like you just need to be putting it out there, like this is what I need to do, and you'll be moved into the places you need to be. It's like divine inspiration will strike, but it's even bigger than that, where it's like you will be moved to victory. It's not about you taking action. The way that I'm interpreting, we're getting this Ace of Swords upside down, but it's an Ace of Swords because we got the Ace of Swords day and we got the night version, but like we got the eagle in flight, so there's news coming with the laurel in victory. And because it's upside down, like the Ace of Swords for me, the way I read and interpret it, is about like taking the sword and taking action, and you have the destiny in your hand, but also the swords can have double action of like it can cut and it can cut because it's a double-sided blade, right? And upside down, this energy is reading it like the more like aggressive action you take to be like, I'm pursuing my dreams, and like externally, the more it could hinder you. So the more you need to focus on is looking inward and letting the external take care of itself right now. And you're also getting the King of Swords as well in the daytime, and he's right side up. And this energy is one of you sitting in your power, you sitting in your strength, you ruling over your kingdom, and being able to like pass judgment here on who is allowed to be here and who isn't. Because there's a lot of energy of like preparation and a lot of energy of like we're getting coins, we're getting water, we're getting swords with air. So there's a lot of quick movement. We're going from the pentacles to the sword. So we're going from one of the slowest elements to one of the fastest. And it's like, this has been preparation coming, and it's like very much the energy of like, okay, about time. We're getting strength and the Eight of Wands. So it's internal strength. You had to like cultivate your fortitude, but this is allowed you to move very quickly and with agility with what's coming in now. All right. Oh, look at that and judgment. Okay, we're getting Eight of Wands and judgment. So it's finally like this thing you've been preparing, this work you've been doing, whatever it is you've been in preparation of, it's finally getting like the recognition and the call. Like it's like the sirens, the trumpets are being heard. It's like what I'm getting, like, you know, like your TikTok is about to blow up, your YouTube channel is about to blow up. It's like a call to the world that you finally arrived, and they are now ready for you, or you've been in preparation for this time, and you have felt this. And we're getting the Three of Cups. Okay, you have felt the celebration coming. You felt the good time. Every time that you have felt like, I know something good is coming, this is it. This is it. That this is the confirmation letting you know that it's seriously just around the corner. You just are needing to hold on a little bit longer, and it's like the only thing that could trip you up is your feet getting in the way, right? Like when you move too eagerly of like, okay, I'm going to take the action. I just see you walking over foot and then stumbling, right? And then it's going to take you even longer to right yourself, get back up and move forward. Where if you just wait, it'll like move itself. You're literally, the earth is moving you to where you need to be. All right, let me see what needs to look. Let me see what needs to be seen. So now what's coming in for you? We're getting 3 confirmation, what's coming in unseen, and conclusion. All right, so what are the 3? Yeah, oh my gosh. So we are good. Okay, judgment is naked, so we're going to just have her to the side. But we're getting judgment, strength, and the Two of Swords. So what's coming in? This is your choice, right? having the internal strength and fortitude, and this is a very big pivotal moment in your life right now. This has been a long time coming, but the call to action is being heard. The sirens are blaring, and it's very much like people will now, the focus is coming to you. The recognition is coming to you. That finally, all your hard work, all your devotion, everything you've been cultivating, it is now finally time. Your strength is being rewarded. But it's very much a thing of like, with your strength, it's you just need to hold on a little bit longer. This is the final confirmation. Like you know what I mean? Like we are waiting for the ink to dry on the contract. Like you've signed a contract with God for wealth, fame, fortune, whatever your heart's desire is. And we just need to wait for the ink to dry. And it's like, if you know what I mean? Like if you blow on it and you touch the ink and it smudges, you're like, okay, great, we got to sign the contract again. It's the ink is all smudged. And you're like, okay, we gotta wait a little bit longer. So the more you have to stay out of your own way, the better it is. What is the unseen force? Unseen is the victory coming in. So again, with the unseen, with the Ace of Swords upside down, well, the Ace of Swords Knight upside down. The energy that I'm picking up from this energy is you need to stay out of your own way. You need to just allow things to happen. With this eagle flying with the victory, it's not about you pursuing it. It is you putting the sword down. It's like there's no need for you to fight or battle or do anything. And it's like, again, with Calvin Harris, Florence Welch, Florence and the Machine, Sweet Nothing. You need to give sweet nothing. To the external world, you just need to focus on your own internal cultivation, what feels right. That is what's coming in very strongly. You need to be doing what feels right, what feels correct internally. And this could be somebody like if you have a business, if you have some sort of like thing you're working on, like again with like TikTok or YouTube or whatever, if you're feeling as if you need to like, you could be making like a ton of, videos. If you feel like you want to pull back a little bit, I feel like that, like whatever feels correct, right? If it feels correct for you to spend a little bit more time and have more time to play, and play is a really big factor here because you're being called to play and celebrate. And it's like a homecoming is about to happen. And what is resonant here is that this is a homecoming you've never experienced before. This is for my collective, Starlight Babies, Starlight Collective Bestie, where even within your own home, you've never felt like it was home, where everything has felt, I don't want to say performative, but it's like you've always had to do so much to receive love, adoration, accolades. You're finally finding your people. The people who like where, I always do it too, where I'm like, oh, if I feel like I'm being too much, I apologize. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm being goofy. I'm sorry, right? And it's like, those are things we've all been like beaten down from the world, from our whoever, that, oh, we are too much and da-da-da. And that being beaten down are from people who are out there not living their truth, that are living small, and they see you growing, you're a beautiful sunflower, and they want to beat you down and say, how dare you, expand and share your light with the world. We're all down here in the muck and you need to be down in the muck with us. That's a choice, right? So if you want to thrive and like allow your light to shine, it's going to be seen like by the people, and it's going to be a very healing experience. That's what I'm feeling. This is like a very, very like celebratory, but also so healing. And like when you arrive, it's not going to feel like work. It'll feel so like passion. Again, this energy of like being paid to exist is the energy where it's like for me, the way that I see that is like my dream life would be like I work 2 weeks and I go on vacation for 2 weeks. Like just like being able to like do what I need to do that's fun and like fun for me, and then also being able to go on vacation and just like whatever that means, right? Being able to like relax or do nothing or just like chill out, veg out, that kind of energy. But like whatever that means for you. I'm just showing my example. And then so in conclusion, we're getting the Ace of Swords right. In the end, when everything falls into place, that is the time for you to pick up the sword and take action and be standing in your power. That is when you will be crowned. But until that moment, like it's very much so like when you are being showered with the love, the accolade, the wealth, the prosperity. That's the time for you to say, okay, that's when you're gonna get up, and that's for you. That's the time for you to, stand in the adoration and make the proper decision forward. You will feel compelled to, because it's like you're on the journey right now. You're just being moved to where you need to get to. And when you get there, that's when you need to take the action, because you're just gonna exert and like exhaust yourself. And then when you get there, you're like, oh, I'm tired. But yeah, that's the energy. Okay. Sorry, I always get ahead of myself. Let's thank the spirits for this reading. Thank you for being here, for guiding this divine, profound message. I love you so much, bestie. And until next time, bye.